Eu sou Sara Moreira, jogava futebol pela seleção portuguesa de futebol feminino, agora jogo rugby para Worcester Warriors na Allianz Premier 15s. My parents are both African. My mum was born in Mozambique and my dad was born in Angola. Both their families made the decision to move to Lisbon in Portugal. This is where they both met each other and where I was born. I lived there until I was about 4 or 5 when my family made the decision to migrate to England. My early years in the UK, from what I remember, were good. I remember playing a lot, spending obviously a lot of time with my family because that's the only people I knew. Unfortunately, I didn't know a single word of English, but apparently that didn't seem to faze me. I actually contacted the director of football and expressed my interest in representing Portugal. I lived over here, so I never thought I would have got scouted. So I took matters into my own hands and got in contact with them. They replied. They asked if I could attend an observation camp in Portugal that summer. This was obviously everything I'd hoped for, so I didn't even think twice before I agreed to go. I was very overwhelmed and surprised by the fact that I was actually going to go and get a chance to prove myself over there. In football, I'd say my proudest moment would be getting my first cap for my country. And in rugby, I'd have to say it would be getting my first Prem start for Warriors against Bristol Bears at home last year. Sport built the person I am today. It has given me a lot of opportunities. It's also given me lifelong friends. So when I fell out of love with football, I was lost because it's the one thing that I had done and devoted all my time to since I was a young girl. So falling in love with rugby brought everything I had in football back. When I started playing, I wanted to train again, and importantly, I had the drive to try and be the best at something again. I worked for a boxing charity called Empire Fighting Chance, and luckily for me, they're really understanding with my rugby demands. It can be tough because when you finish a long day at work and you're tired and you know that your day's not over, you can't just go home and switch off. You then have to go straight to training. I guess it's about mentally being able to prepare yourself. My family are my biggest influences in my life. I've grown up seeing their work ethic and graft from a very young age, just so they were able to provide for us and give us a better life. Getting my university degree was a really special day, and my whole family were there to experience it with me, and I could just see how proud they all were, and that just really meant the absolute world to me.